Today we're going to be checking out these Duraflame Fatwood pieces. Hey everybody, welcome back. Alright, so as you know, we're checking out these here Duraflame killing sticks. They say that I found these, first saw these at the commissary, but then I found them at Walmart. So I paid a little bit more for them. They're not terribly expensive though. I think like $10 or $12, something like that. But it says here, killing sticks, resin-rich Fatwood fire starters, and it says real wood, no additives. So we're gonna see how well these work. All right. So we're gonna find this piece here. All right, as you can see, it does appear to be very rich in resin. So, all right, and we are going to be using our Bushmaster survival knife here. Get in a little bit closer here. Now, basically, what we're going to do is I'm going to scrape up a good pile of this. Then we have one of our Ozark Trails fire starter or ferro rods. We'll see if we can't get this to take a spark. So, because I mean, this is something that, especially if you live in an area like me, and there's not like a lot of pine trees where you can find natural fatwood, you know, the ability to buy this at the local market so that you can have it, pack it away in your packs. You can put these in fire kits, you know, even cut them in half or something, make some. But you know, you can put these in with your ferro rods, your whatever, whether I'm using my fire cookies or you know, like the cotton balls in Vaseline, the fire nuggets or whatever they like to be called. You know, whatever you're using, fatwood always adds to it. But is it any good? That's the question. So we're gonna sit here. I'm gonna scrape off a whole bunch, make a pretty good pile here, and then we'll see if it'll take a spark from a ferro rod. Because ultimately, that's the main key. Is will a ferro rod actually throw a spark, and this stuff will take off. So we're just using the 90-degree edge of the spine here, and we got ourselves a nice little pile of allegedly natural all wood. It is kind of sticky, so allegedly natural all wood, resin-rich shavings there. So clean that a bit. All right. Now I don't know if this is the good one that actually threw sparks or not. Oh yeah, that throws sparks. All right. So next we're gonna see if this is a good buy for you to pick up. If you live in an area that doesn't have fatwood. Fatwood can be an absolute game changer in a survival situation. And I mean, you know, you can see I rounded it pretty good, but this still has a lot of uses to it. And you get a whole box. I think it weighs what? Well, it's 125 cubic feet, so not so much what it weighs, but as you can see, that's a whole lot of fatwood. That can go into a lot of kits. You can replenish your kits from this. You can just store this away so that you have it when you need it. And it can be a real game changer in a survival situation. But is it going to take a spark? That's the real question. There you go. Takes a spark. It's going to be burning pretty good. Now, I did it on the concrete, so I'm not, you know, burning anything down, but my wife will kill me later. Have a nice little black spot on the concrete, but you do that, you have your fire ready, your killing put on top of it. That right there, that's why we keep fatwood. And this stuff is made naturally. Generally speaking, like conifer trees, you know, pine, fir, stuff like that. You know, those types of trees, your evergreens, and a lot of times you can find when they fall down. You'll find like stumps. You'll have branches that have just turned into this like knot that are just awesome fatwood. That's what we used to burn when I was growing up as a kid in northern Arizona. But around here, out in the desert, we got palm trees and Palo Verde. Nothing that really makes fatwood like this. And as you can see, it burns for quite a while too. You know, you're going to get at least a good 30-second burn just from that little pile. And you saw, from that, even that one stick of fatwood, we still have a lot of fire that we can get going from that. And then all you have to do is have your bird's nest ready, you know, your dry killing. Put that on there. Then you add, in fact, you can see, yeah, you can actually, underneath here, you can see the resin ring. I'll have to clean this later. Might kill me, but you can see the resin ring. Kind of move the ashes away here, and you can see the stain right here. That's the resin. So, I would say that this is a really good buy. Fatwood, Duraflame Fatwood, real wood, no additives, and it doesn't smell like there's any chemicals in it. It smells like pine sap. So. Pine resin, rather, however you want to call it, but it smells good. It doesn't have that chemical smell to it, and I think that I want to say it was either like 10 or $12. It wasn't very expensive, but I think that it's a really good buy. If you see this, I said I found this at Walmart. They seem to have everything there. They did have it at the commissary, but you can probably find this almost anywhere where they sell like the Duraflame logs or everything. And I think these work better than like those chemically, like they have like those fire starters. And we tried that a couple of years, last summer. Yeah, beginning of last year, we tried one of those Duraflame fire starters when we looked at a whole bunch of the different, fire starters that you could buy out in like, the dollar stores and everything. But this right here, this works really good. And again, there's at least 30, 40 sticks. Some of them are really beefy, like this one here. And you can see just the big old knots of resin in this. So it's a good item. Again, and again, I don't work for Duraflame, obviously, but I think that this is a good item. If you find this, I would definitely recommend buying a box or two. I'm probably gonna buy a few more boxes just so that I have it, because this right, I can see this can be useful just around the home, like if you're starting a barbecue. Because you just use this, because this will take flame just like this, but you can scrape it up and you can use this to start your fire. Throw a spark on there, and then if you have like your fuel on your charcoal briquettes, you can cook out with this stuff. If you have a wood fireplace, a couple of these will make good kindling pieces. Maybe break them up a little bit so you get like the thin pieces. Throw those in there, light that. They'll take a match, or obviously they took a spark, the shavings. But if you take a match to that piece of wood, it's going to light up really good. So if you have a wood stove, this would be a good investment for kindling. Throw a couple of these in there, and then your other kindling on top of it. You might have fatwood in there, but and you know what? And this is the kind of the wood that we would actually look for. This is another piece. This is the kind of wood we would look for when I was growing up to make our kindling. We would cut this into like little tiny squares. We'd take an axe, we cut that into like about 3 or 4 pieces. The hatchet and make like tiny pieces. And then we put that on there. We put our paper underneath it. Then once that was going, you put your larger sticks of wood on top of it. And that's kind of what it advertises on the box. The picture here. You got the fatwood underneath the regular logs. But you shave it up like what we did on here. Get those fine shavings that are rich in that resin. Take a spark, and you're gonna be able to get a fire going in a bad situation. All right. That's it for this gear review. We talked about the Duraflame Fatwoods, all natural, no additives. It doesn't smell like there's anything. It does not really bother me. It just smells like pine. So, pretty good product. I would recommend buying it. That's just me. All right, until next time, if it's your first time on the channel, please consider subscribing. Hit that thumbs up button. Leave me a comment. Do me a favor. Share this video out. Helps the channel grow. Until next time, keep prepping.